So everything in the world's becoming interconnected. Fire protection, life safety systems is no different. And because of that, life safety codes, fire codes, building codes are all requiring there to be some sort of integrated system testing done to make sure that all these systems are working together properly. Now, in a lot of cases, they're requiring that testing to be done per NFPA 4. NFPA 4 requires that a test plan be written by an integrated system testing agent and that be followed through. Now, what's required in that test plan? The first one's going to be a list of all the integrated systems, all the documentation that was required for the design standard, and then documentation stating that all of them were installed per the design documents. Next, we're going to have to outline all the people on the integrated test team. It's going to be the integrated testing agent, and then typically all of the installing contractors for all of the integrated systems that are in place. Next, what equipment is going to be required for testing? Do we have any specific equipment for these systems that is needed to do the testing? Maybe can smoke, things like that. And then maybe we even need like flashlights and all those equipment that's needed for all that testing to be done. Next, this is kind of the most important part, and I think it's the functional matrix of all the systems and how the inputs and outputs work. And for the most part, that's going to be out of the fire alarm design, and it's going to be the input-output matrix of that fire alarm system. But again, it's up to the integrated testing agent to make sure that they're using the right input-output matrix, and that includes all of the systems in place. Next, you're going to need all the necessary drawings of all the systems that are in place, how they're all connected, how they all work together. Then a narrative description of all the test scenarios. So how are we going to test that input-output matrix to make sure that everything's working? Next, an extent of the systems that are going to be tested under the direction of the integrated testing agent. And then a test schedule. When are we going to be performing all these different scenarios? And then finally, what's our periodic frequency? How often do we need to be performing these integrated system tests? A lot of the building codes and life safety codes that we're seeing are putting a maximum of every 10 years that we're performing that test, but maybe we're in a place that's got a lot of integrations and a lot of these systems are working together. We might need to do it more frequently, maybe every other year, every 5 years. Again, it's up to the integrated testing agent to determine what that frequency is going to be. If you're interested in learning more about NFPA 4 and the scope of NFPA 4, I'm going to link a blog down below. Goes over the scope of NFPA 4 and talking about, all those requirements and how it's coming into play.